Welcome. Today's meditation is from the lattice work of Rational Living Principles. We continue our exploration of Layer 3, Tactical Implementation. Our focus is Principle 13. The Law of Diminishing Returns, knowing when enough is enough. Brought to you by Stern's Enlightenment Foundation. Sit with an erect, relaxed spine, posture that is both efficient and dignified. Feet rest on the floor. Hands lie easily in your lap or upon your thighs. Close your eyes, or let them soften to a dark screen. Set a simple intention, to learn the boundary between useful effort and wasted effort, to recognize the point at which additional work yields little or no meaningful gain. This is not ascetic renunciation. It is practical economy, a cultivation of wisdom about input and output. Take 3 deliberate breaths. Inhale fully, slow and steady. Hold for a heartbeat. Exhale fully, releasing any hurry. With each breath you are anchoring attention to the present, the only place where measurement and choice are possible. We begin a systematic scan, treating the body as you would an efficient tool, examined, tuned, ready. Bring awareness to the crown of the head. Note any tightness or excess. Let it soften. Move attention to the brow, the temples. Smooth the furrows, remove the tendency to fuss. Soften the eyes and the jaw. The face often bears the effort of unfinished tasks. Allow the jaw to unclench. Allow awareness to travel down the neck and into the shoulders. Release the habitual bracing that supports excessive doing. Scan the chest and abdomen. Let the breath be a metronome of appropriate effort. Inhale, gather, exhale, complete. Observe the arms and hands. They are instruments, precise, practical. Rest them now, prepared for action, not for anxious tinkering. Move down to the hips, thighs, knees, calves, and feet. Feel the solidity of support. The body is prepared to act with proportion, not protraction. You have scanned the vessel. It is ready. Invite to mind an image of the last task you lingered on beyond necessity. Do not narrate the story. Simply locate the bodily residue. A tightness in the chest, a minor ache behind the eyes, a restless foot. Label these sensations clinically: tension, fatigue, restlessness. You are not condemning them, you are recording them as data. This is the physical trace of diminishing returns. The moment when extra effort begins to cost more than it yields. Notice how the body signals this truth more reliably than the mind's busy commentary. The law of diminishing returns states that, as one increases a single input while holding others constant, the additional output from each extra unit eventually decreases. In plain human terms, The first efforts change reality dramatically. Later efforts often tweak the margin. Relate this to daily life. Initial work produces most of the value. Subsequent polishing yields smaller improvements and consumes disproportionate time and energy. Recognizing the curve is an act of rational stewardship. This law underpins the Pareto principle. A small portion of effort accomplishes most of the result. Parkinson's law, work expanding to fill available time, is its psychological counterpart. Together, these laws explain why many projects become elaborate for little gain. Imagine now a landscape, a gently rising slope that begins steeply and then levels into a plateau. At the left base, a seed of effort is planted. You see the slope rise quickly. With small effort, progress accelerates. The ascent is efficient, returns are strong. As you climb higher, notice the incline shallows. Each additional step requires similar energy, yet the view improves less. You have reached the elbow of the curve, the logical place to stop when efficiency is the objective. Visualize placing a marker at that elbow, a discrete, glowing stone. This is your threshold of good enough. It is not arbitrary, it is chosen by reason and by the value of your time and attention. Breathe in, and see the stone brightening. Breathe out, and sense the relief of not climbing beyond reason. We will do a brief internal experiment. Without moving from stillness, bring to mind a small, real task, something concrete and brief. A short reply, a quick tidy, a single sentence of writing. Assess it calmly. If completed now, what is the likely gain? Is it substantial relative to the effort? If the answer is yes, imagine doing it immediately, executing with crisp precision. If the answer is marginal, imagine leaving it out. Inhale, observe the task. Exhale, either perform it in quick clarity, or let it rest, unobligated. Repeat this exercise with 2 more small tasks. Each time, practice the swift decisiveness of starting and finishing the necessary, and the composed refusal to add diminishing polish for the sake of motion. This rehearsal trains sensory discrimination, to detect where the steep part of the curve ends and the plateau begins. Now consider the phrase good enough. Let the words be devoid of sting and full of utility. Good enough is not sloppy, it is applied sufficiency. It is an ethical economy, preserving resources for where they matter most. Say silently, in measured cadence, precision where it yields value, restraint where it yields none. Let the mind register how this balance conserves attention, reduces friction, and increases creative capacity. Imagine tasks completed with adequate care, freeing energy for the next true ascent. Picture your day as a set of 3 containers: vital, useful, trivial. The vital container holds tasks with large returns. Useful holds tasks with moderate returns. Trivial are those that add negligible value. Visualize pouring your finite water, your attention and time, first into vital until it is proportionally satisfied. Then, give a measured pour to useful. Allow the trivial to remain empty unless a surplus of water exists after rational assessment. Watch the water level, it is finite. Notice any desire to splatter it across the trivial container. Acknowledge the impulse. Bring the water back to proportion. This redistribution is the practical application of diminishing returns. Prioritize the steep parts of many curves rather than polishing a single plateau. Now we practice the art of stopping. Imagine you are mid-polish on a completed piece. A paragraph, a report, a design. The mind suggests one more tweak, one more flourish. Acknowledge the suggestion. Inhale, observe the impulse to continue. Exhale, place your hand, metaphorically, on the glowing stone at the elbow of the curve. Say silently, "This is sufficient." Allow the body to relax slightly as you say it. Feel the weight of ritual release. Your muscles permit the cessation. Repeat twice more, each time inhaling the urge, exhaling into completion. Each release trains the neural pathway of finishing, rather than embellishing. Consider concrete actions you may adopt. Before you begin, set an acceptance criterion. A measure that, once reached, signals you to stop. It may be clarity, usability, or a minimum viability standard. Keep it explicit. Use timers to bound effort. Parkinson expands time. A deliberate timer limits expansion. Allocate the first 20% of effort to the crucial core of a task. Reserve additional time only when returns justify it. Make a habit of marking the elbow of the curve with a phrase. Stop at the elbow. Rehearse it mentally as a cue. Periodically audit completed tasks. Identify where marginal returns were negligible and learn to shorten future climbs. These are not constraints on creativity. They are frameworks that allow more frequent, higher quality climbs by preventing exhaustion on fruitless polishing. Sit with the sensation of conservation. To conserve attention is to increase freedom. Imagine the space cleared by ceased embellishment. It is not emptiness, but potential, meaningful work awaiting attention. Let a small, dry smile of logic arise. The universe does not require your extra strokes on every canvas. Your restraint is not a failing, it is a strategy. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Inhale, precise, present. Exhale, complete, relinquishing. Gently move the fingers and toes. Feel the support beneath you. When you open your eyes, do so with the same measured economy you have practiced. Not hurried, not lingering. Affirms silently 3 times, in a measured Vulcan cadence with Attenborough warmth. I invest where return is greatest. I stop when the gain becomes marginal. Sufficient is not mediocrity, it is disciplined choice. Rest for a moment in this steadiness. Then proceed into your next action with deliberate allocation of your time and energy. The law of diminishing returns is not theoretical luxury. It is a pragmatic guide for living, to channel effort where it produces meaning, and to refuse superfluous toil that drains capacity. Practice the recognition of the elbow. It will repay you with clarity, time, and the quiet satisfaction of well-directed action. You are efficient. You are wise. You are, simply, deliberate.